What is going on, everyone? Here's my video. Here are the tips and secrets you need to know for how we cashed 5 NRFI parlays in a row. 5 days, 5 NRFI shots, and we cashed all of them. We almost cashed 6 as well. Again, that's not NRFI's cash. That is NRFI parlays cashed. Okay? I'm going to walk you through what I look for, what I think you should look for, etc. To some of you guys, this won't be new information. A lot of it's pretty basic, but it's what I weigh more than most other people, what I think factors in more than maybe most other people. So make sure to hit like if you want more videos like this, and comment some good vibes. Help boost the algo. We got to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. I'll get more videos pumping out like this if you guys want to see them. So without further ado, first tip, not rocket science. Good to great pitchers, okay? Easy enough. In baseball, we have pitchers, we have hitters. You want to target the good pitchers, okay? You could fade, the good offenses and target bad offenses, but I think pitchers matter more. And here's a perfect example. Jose Soriano versus Nick Martinez. This is for the game tomorrow. This is Tuesday, the 18th game. This would be a game that I would target off of pitchers alone first. This is Zach Wheeler versus Tyler Phillips. I think Zach Wheeler obviously gets my attention on the one side, but Tyler Phillips facing the Phillies offense, not sure if that'd make my cut. You want to look at their ERA. You want to look at their soft contact. One thing I look at a lot is soft contact. So going to the Mets game, we could do right here, Nolan McLean, ISO numbers. This is green. This is soft contact. I like pitchers that have soft contact because you don't want to lose on a home run. So I like to target good to great pitchers. And the second tip, this is my biggest tip. This is what I weigh in on my NRFI selections the most. If I'm on a game's no home run, I'm automatically on a NRFI because I don't think there's going to be a home run. I'm not going to say automatically, but 90% of the time, if I like the no home run, I like the NRFI because if I don't think there's any home runs in the game, if they want to beat me by a single, a walk, and another hit, I'll tip my cap, okay? That's just you got me beat, but I don't want to lose on a solo shot. So that's how we lost yesterday. Randy Arozarena got us with the solo shot. And then you can look here. You can see all these stadiums. You can see the best stadiums for home runs and the worst. Now, there are other factors in, like the Nationals just rake home runs. They have James Wood, some mashers. Same with the A's with Langoliers. We know that this stadium is very small. So there are factors like the team's offense sucks. But you can look at some stadiums, the Cardinals, the least amount of home runs here. Now, that shocked me a little bit. I knew they'd be top 5 for me. The Angels, surprising, but the Angels suck. The Angels' offense is terrible. So is this a park thing? Is this a team thing? Either way, it helps us because the team's not hitting home runs. That could be because they suck or because of the park. The Giants, they have some home run mashers. The offense pretty much sucks. But the Giants, in my opinion, is the best park for no home runs. The stadium is built to negate the effects of wind. The Marlins are in a dome, but they don't have a lot of home runs either by the way the dimensions are. Some people don't know this, but not every ballpark's different. Every basketball court is the same length. Every soccer field, same length, same width. Every football field, every hockey rink, etc. Not in baseball. They're all made up differently. So why wouldn't we use that to our advantage? So I look at this the most. Other people factor this in as well, but this is the one that I factor in the most. Again, if I like the no home run, I probably like the NRFI. And we want to look at the ballpark too. You want to look at, lefties and righties versus at Fenway Park, etc. This is my thing. I'd rather lose on 3 hits than a solo shot, which we lost on Randy Arozarena. And if you look at this, the Astros ballpark is top 5 for home runs hit. They also have some mashers, but again, I weighed the pitching more than the park. So I thought Brian Wu and Hunter Brown would be able to hold it down enough to get through an inning, and obviously I chose wrong. So that was me weighing in that the pitchers would do a good enough job, but as you can see, I should have weighed this more. That is the case. It's going to be a little bit of luck, obviously, when you gamble with these as well, but this is my favorite one. So keep that in mind when you want to pick your NRFIs. And my last NRFI tip is a low total. Again, if you're a good gambler and you know how Vegas works and these odds work, you know NRFIs are most likely not really a good bet to make. I think sometimes there are edges, but that's mainly if I see an edge in the weather that I think Vegas isn't accounting for as much as it should be. Low total. If you see a 7.5 total and there's 9 innings, a 7.5 total is almost a guarantee for me. 8 is close, but here you go. Like today, I like this game decent for no home runs, and the Pirates game totals 8.5, but pitchers aren't good enough for me for my liking, and it is what it is. I like to no home runs some other games a little bit. Not really today. Today was a bad example, but I wanted to get this video out. But I look at low total. Anything over 9, anything 8.5 is pretty much the cutoff. I'll still look, but Vegas knows, right? Low total, they think less runs are going to be scored. So any 7.5 almost is auto. I'm looking at that. Obviously, pitchers, lineups, weather I'm looking at as well. But anything north of 8.5 is not even making my card. I don't care about these first inning stats and trends, or I don't care. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I dive in. Obviously, I weigh more depending on who the pitcher is. Like if it's in a decent park and nothing crazy, but it's Scooble versus Miz, I'm probably taking a NRFI, even though the offenses are great. I think a better example would be a pitcher on a bad offensive team on both sides as well. So there's different ways to look at it. You want to weigh things differently, but those are the 3 main factors that I look at when choosing an NRFI. Hopefully this helped you a little bit and helped you get into my brain. But again, it's just weighing things differently on a day-to-day basis and coming out with what I think the best chances are. So that's how I identify my NRFIs. Let's cash some more parlays. And if you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments. If you want me to explain any other baseball bets or any gambling things or tips that you want me to do, I'll do those as well. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. And let's go cash some more tickets.